Hello there. Have you had 5 ryes in your life? 5 that Reddit has said are the important ryes for you? Maybe you have, but this is our list. And here's how it goes.
Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven.
I'm Alec.
And today we're going to give you the list of only 5 ryes you need according to Reddit. But before we do that, please do us a favor, like the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. We appreciate your guys' support. But let's go ahead and take off with that list, starting off with our daily drinker, which happens to be Old Forester Rye 100, which, no surprise,
Yeah, not even close.
Old Forester makes it on another list for us. Old Forester. So this is an amazing rye whiskey. The only major different thing about this that the rest don't have is the second most dominant grain is not actually corn, it's malt. So that adds this nice creamy mouthfeel and creamy flavor profile. It has that signature Old Forester banana hidden in there as well. So it's overall just a sweet, great, amazing tasting rye. And the greatest thing about it is it comes out at $18 here in the great state of Arizona, which is stupid cheap when you're in the world of rye, where everything is at least $20 to $30
right.
plus.
The fact that the difference between this and Old Forester 86 is the same. You know, it's kind of like a no-brainer. You're getting higher proof and a different flavor, but overall, I'd say it's worth getting.
Yeah, this is the best of the budget Old Forester line.
Yes.
The rye kills it, 10 out of 10.
Way to make this, buddy. All right, coming up next, we're going with the cheap mixer. And what better of an option than something that is just nutty to the core.
Yeah, nutty spice.
Yep, Knob Rye. This thing has got about as much nuts in it as you could hope for, 100 proof. And I mean, overall, spicy, it's kind of tasty, but it's great with Coke.
Yeah, so unlike the rest of the ones on this list, when you're looking for a cheaper mixer, they don't have a lot of offerings that stand up super well in a cocktail for me, because you need a little bit of proof and spice behind that. But the nutty profile of this spicy whiskey stands up in a cocktail very well, and that's why I think this makes a great mixer compared to most of the other cheaper available rye whiskeys, because the other ones just kind of get washed out. Coming up next, we have your Impress Your Guest. So this is a bottle that you're gonna pull out when you have guests coming over and you want to impress them. And we don't actually have any hitter or impressive rye whiskeys, because we're a little bit newer to the realm of rye whiskey.
And they're expensive.
But we do have one that overall is a great offering for kind of an intro to what is capable with rye, and is very accessible for almost anybody. And that is going to be Pikesville Rye Whiskey. So this is great for anybody who comes over, because worst comes to worst, even if they're not a whiskey person, they would like this in a cocktail. So they'd be impressed with, wow, you're using the expensive stuff for the cocktail. It's a nice looking bottle. If they like whiskey, that's a really, really good whiskey. And if your friends are also whiskey nerds, they will see that. You might not necessarily be impressed, because again, it's not in the sense of a unicorn, it's not a unicorn, but it is still, they're not gonna hate it. It's a great whiskey all the same.
Oh yeah, no, you can definitely get away with this as a good, friends are coming over, celebrating something, whatever it may be. I feel like this is a nice rye to have. It's 110 proof, so it's got some spike to it.
Yeah.
Overall, I think, it's got the look, it's got the flavor, it's got the proof, and just a good bottle to have.
Even though it's 110 proof, it is still really sweet and really easy to drink. So no complaints here. Whenever I pull this out for guests, no one ever seems to complain. So yeah, impress your guests. Pikesville Straight Rye Whiskey. And Our next bottle is our Friday night pour. This is going to be that bottle you pull out on your Friday night when you're trying to get a little frisky. It's been a rough week, or it's been a great week and you're celebrating. Whatever the case may be, it's the end of the week. You're tying the bow on the week. What are you gonna pull out for that week?
I'll tell you what, it will do the job.
Will it?
Will it? Boom! Will it?
Family Estate Small Batch Rye Whiskey.
Delicious, fantastic. We recently did a bottle review on this and it was incredible. I think we both gave it an A-, B+.
I think so.
Yeah,
it's. I think I give it an A. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I want to say it was A-.
Yeah.
But awesome, amazing bottle, ton of flavor, super sweet, but also has the nose and the palate conflict. There's a sweetness that you don't get on the palate, that you get a spiciness from the nose. It's a really great bottle, has a lot of good times that you can put kind of down with it. Easy to drink on a Friday night, 109 proof, and overall, I mean, just, I sleep this bottle.
Yeah, this is a super, super complex, interesting, higher proof rye that's just, it's amazing.
Okay.
So worst comes to worst, if you want to celebrate and you want to tear apart a whiskey, this is going to do the job. If you want to get slammered because you got hammered all week by bad crap, this will do the job. It'll get her in. The final and last whiskey in this category is going to be your celebration. This is something special happened, and again, like I said previously, we don't have any unicorns, so we're not going to be celebrating with unicorns. What we are celebrating with is impossible to find now, but you can find other iterations of it.
Yeah.
Other places. So
if you get a good bottle of it,
yeah,
it's worth a celebration.
Yeah, if you can find a good bottle, because this is again a store pick.
Yes.
At one of our local stores, it's going to be a store pick of Rye West Double Rye.
Celebration time, come on! Too much?
I hate you. Too much.
Okay.
So this rye whiskey was actually the rye. So this specific bottle, this is bottle number 2 of the batch, but this specific store pick offering is the rye whiskey that got both me and Alec into rye whiskey, and we absolutely loved it. You can no longer get this specific one, but if you can find a really, really good store pick, some are better than Midwinter Night's Dram. This is better than Midwinter Night's Dram. That's why we're picking this for a celebration whiskey. It's kind of sentimental based because, you know, it's sentimental to us.
Flavor profile of the really like smooth, creamy, yet spicy rye. It's got a very nice aftertaste. I remember the finish being like, it was long. It was a long finish, but it was a finish that had a lot more to it than just proof. So as far as what it brings to your palate and nose, I think that it definitely fits the realm of celebration. And yeah, I mean, like the bottle itself has like this cool rainbow, like, you know, kind of astronomical look. It's just, it looks great, it feels great, good stuff.
Yeah, and again, these do change, so if you do find a store that has a store pick of double rye, give it a try. This specific one was finished in Syrah barrels for 1 year and 3 months, and it is one of my favorite ryes I've ever tried, if not my favorite rye. So that's going to be a wrap for our list. In conclusion, our daily drinker is going to be Old Forester, 100 proof.
The cheap mixer, good old knob rye.
The impress your guest, Pikesville 110 proof rye whiskey.
Friday night pour, Willet small batch.
And our celebration whiskey, a sentimental thing for both me and Alec, a great store pick of Rye West Double Rye. That was weird. But that's a wrap for this video. Please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this video. But that's a wrap for us, folks. Cheers. We'll see you later.